guys, so today's video is going to be a Christmas party makeup look. I'm super excited to share how I created this look with you guys. I was really inspired by the Christmas color, so I decided to go for green on the lids, and I am obsessed with this glitter that I use. It's actually from the drugstore. It's NYX and it's in the color olive, which it's kind of brighter than an olive green, but I just think it's so pretty. As you guys can see, it's like super sparkly, super glamorous. I'm obsessed with it. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off with a nice clean face, and then I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay primer potion in the color Eden, and I'm just going to prime my eyes with this to make sure that our eyeshadow does not crease. And then I'm going to go in with some powder just to set that primer. And then I'm going to go into the color Nectar with a big fluffy Sephora brush, and I'm going to blend that out from inner corner to outer corner, and I'm going to just buff this all over the crease. This is going to be our transition shade, so I really want to diffuse the shade out into the brow, and then as we get lower onto the lid, I want it to be really diffused. The next color I'm going to take is the light brown from the Lorac Pro 2. I forgot to mention I'm using the Lorac Pro 2 palette today. This is one of my favorites. I've hit pan on a lot of the shades that I have in this palette, but I'm just going to use that light brown shade, and I'm going to use a MAC 215. It's a definer crease brush, and I'm going to blend that out into the crease. And then I'm using the same exact brush, and I'm taking the color Charcoal. I really wanted to take something that's a little bit darker but not too dark, because I want the crease to stand out. That way the lid shade stands out. So I'm going to blend that in to the socket of my crease. The next color I'm going to take is the color Buff. It's a creamy white beige shade, and I'm using that as my brow bone highlight. It has absolutely no shimmer in it whatsoever, so that is the reason why I wanted to use it. And then I'm going to go in with that crayon stick thing, and I'm going to put this all over my eyelid. The shadow pencil I decided to use is the one from Wet n Wild, and this is in the color 132 Envy. I love how these work. This intensifies your shadows so much more than they already are. So that is the whole reason why I decided to lay down this first before I put a shadow on top. And this is just going to intensify it. I love how creamy this is, and it really blended out really well. Like, it just went on the lid so easily. I feel like you can really wear this by itself, but like I said, I just wanted to intensify the shadow that I'm about to use, and I just blended out the edges just a little bit. This doesn't have to be too perfect, because like I said, we're going to lay down another shade after this. And then the lid shade that I just used is from a Profusion palette. It's a light green shimmery shade, and I just put this right on top. This is just going to kind of intensify it and set the cream shade that we use. And then I'm going to use the NYX Roll-On Shimmer in the color Olive. Yeah, Olive. And this glitter is so pretty. It's a light green with sparkles. If you're in the dark, or not in the dark, but if you're in dim light, you're going to really see the sparkle on your lids, and I just think it is so pretty for a holiday party. For primer, I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte primer, and I'm going to put this on my forehead and as well as my T-zone where I get oily. I don't put this anywhere else because, especially on my chin, I break out to literally anything. So I'm just putting this on my nose and where my pores are on the side of my nose and my forehead. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply my lashes. These are the Lotus lashes, and these are in the color 410. These are some of my favorite lashes. They're so pretty, so wispy, and I love that you can keep reusing them. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation, and this is where the tutorial gets a little crazy, because this foundation was literally like a ghost to me. Like, I looked so light, but at the end you're gonna see how I really blended it out and I really bronzed it up. As you can tell, I was kind of freaking out because I was looking at my viewfinder and then I was looking in my camera and I was like, oh my god, this literally looks as white as my sweater. And I was actually going to stop the tutorial, but I figured I need to get a video up for you guys, and I figured you guys are so awesome you wouldn't judge me anyways. So I didn't realize how light it was. This is actually a new foundation that I was trying. I love the original Macbook Pro, but I had actually got it too dark, so I decided to go too light, and this one is too light, and this is the lightest shade that they have, so I'm going to have to mix it with the darker one. And then I went ahead and applied my Mac Pro and Conceal palette in the color light. I'm just blending that out, and then I'm taking my airspun powder, applying that to set my concealer and as well as the rest of my face. After I started applying some powder, my powder that I always use, the airspun powder, it started to match a little bit better to my skin tone, but as you guys can tell, it's still as white as a ghost. So this is the trick that I decided to do. I decided to take a Real Techniques powder brush, or I think this is a contouring brush, and I'm just bronzing up my whole entire face. This is literally the most I've ever bronzed up my face because I just looked so white. I was trying to make the tutorial work for you guys, and this is what I did. So I went ahead and just bronzed as much as I could, and then after that I took my NARS Ita brush, which is one of my favorite brushes ever, and I'm using my Benefit Hoola as well, and I'm just kind of contouring out my cheekbones. I'm going to go ahead and smoke out my lower lash line, and I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics fluffy pencil brush, and I'm going to blend that out underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to take an even smaller brush, and I'm going to use that same exact shade, and I'm just going to kind of define the lower lash line right where my lashes grow. I love doing this technique because I feel like it just really opens up your eyes and makes them look really smoky, and it brings a whole entire eye look together. I really wanted to add some frostiness to the eyes, so I decided to take the Perfect Shadow. This is in the color Snow, and I'm using this from the Lorac Pro 2 palette. The name is so perfect, so I decided to use it in the inner corner. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Frat Boy The Balm Cosmetics blush, and I'm going to apply that onto my cheeks. This is the prettiest berry burgundy shade, but it's not too dark, which I really love, and it does have some shimmer, so it adds some glow to the cheeks. For highlight, I'm going to go ahead and take my Becca Opal highlighter, and I'm going to apply that to my cheeks, my cupid's bow, and as well as on my nose. I like to go really heavy with the highlighter because I think it just makes your skin look so youthful and glowy, especially during their winter time. I feel like some people get really dry skin, and I get dry skin as well, so I like my skin to look really glowy and healthy. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my drugstore mascara. I forgot what this one is called. I know it's by CoverGirl, I think, and I'm just applying that to my lashes just to make my real ones blend with my fake ones. And then for lips, I'm going to take my favorite lip combination ever, and this is in the color Soar. This is MAC lip liner Soar. And then I'm going to take ColourPop Cosmetics in the color Clueless, which I am obsessed with. It's kind of like a mauvey pink nude color. I think it just brings this whole entire look together. It's not too much on the lips, which makes the eyes stand out a lot more. And then after that, I'm going to take a big powder brush, and I'm just going to dust off that baking that we did underneath our cheekbones to make our contour stand out a little bit more. Okay, so that is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me on all my social media linked down below, as well as my vlog channel, because I have been vlogging every single day of December. And yeah, that's pretty much it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. They're so cute. Hey guys, so I just finished filming this holiday party makeup look. I'm super excited for this video. I put on a Santa hat because I thought it would be like cute. So I'm probably gonna title this like holiday, Christmas holiday party or something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna